The Bengals fall to the Philadelphia Eagles 37-17 here at Paycor, falling to 3-5 on the season. And Skinny, this was a game of seemingly two halves. First half, the Bengals were able to move the ball. What did you see out there?
Yeah, I mean, what a strange game. The Bengals don't punt. The two turnovers come kind of after the game was already decided. Maybe one of the two was when the game was still in the lurch. And you still found a way to lose at home. I mean, they converted their first 7 third downs in the game. They converted 10 of 13 third downs in the game. And not only do you lose, you get boat raced. I thought they got really antsy in the second half. I thought that, hey, the defense wasn't stopping anybody. So you got to try to keep the football, right? 4th and 1, they go for it. We can argue about the play call. Wasn't very well executed, whatever the call was. The swing pass to Jamar Chase. I don't mind them going for it. I get them being antsy, but I think it shows them getting antsy. Then the deep shot to Jamar into double coverage. Again, you didn't have a lot of time to have 12 and 14 play drives because you were 2 scores down at that point. That turns into a turnover. And I think that just showed that once they got behind the 8 ball and the defense felt like in the second half it regressed to those levels of some previous weeks, that they got to the point of, hey, we got to score on every drive, and that's a tough place to be.
Bengals are now 0-4 here at Paycor. All of the other losses this season, one-possession games, close. This is one where, like you said, it came off the rails and they got boat raced. What do you think needs to change and be fixed to get to winning and make the postseason?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm not so sure there's anything that they can do at this moment. I really don't. I mean, they're searching for this, and you talk to players in the locker room. Joe Burrow had this theme. Zach Taylor had this theme. Other players, the same thing of, you know, we just didn't play well today, or I'm just not sure this is a good team. I think you have to come to the fruition of that this is not a very good team. It has holes on defense. When T. Higgins doesn't play, it doesn't have a second receiver. I mean, other than Jamar Chase, the wide receivers today had 2 catches, one a 2-yarder to Trenton Irwin, the other one the 41-yarder to Jermaine Burton, but that's not good enough, and that's what they keep saying. We weren't good enough today. We weren't good enough today. Maybe you're just not good enough, period, as a team, especially when you play good teams.
Now, Vegas next week. How do you foresee that game going for them to be able to get into the win column?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very good team, but, you know, neither was New England, and New England came in here and won in the opener. I mean, it's honestly, you're at the stage of that's a game you have to win. As Joe Burrow said, 7-2, and he thinks it's doable. That sometimes is just trying to talk yourself into some things, right? But even at 7-2, you still have to go to Dallas, to Baltimore, to Pittsburgh. You also have Pittsburgh and Cleveland in your building as well. You know, you got Denver coming here too. I mean, you don't have an easy road to get to 7-2. You've got a very tough road to go to 7-2, and I don't know how it's doable. It's not going to be doable, Yanni, if they don't beat Las Vegas. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, well, the Bengals fall to the Philadelphia Eagles 37-17 with local 12 sports digital columnist breaking down the game.